What's up, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and I've been getting some comments lately wanting to see an updated room tour, console setup, all that good stuff. Not too much has changed since the last one I did in like 2014. Like, I got Xbox One and I got these lights and everything else, but because I have a much larger audience now than I had in 2014, I figure it is high time for an updated, but not really that updated, tour of the Attack Slug Studios here. This time we're going to start off with the old charging table. I have a launch model 3DS here with the Classic Controller Pro. Got a DSi, got a Game Boy Advance SP that needs a new case badly, really badly. Got my Vita, that is the Wi-Fi Vita, no 3G because fuck that. I got this PSP with the Vader on the back of it. Always kind of lose the plug down back there from these plugs. I always lose the PSP plug. Got a Wii U Pro Controller. And obviously my Wii U gamepad. And right in front of where I keep all those handhelds is where I keep all my controllers and my catalog for Sweetwater. Shoutouts to Con Yeezy. But we got controllers here for all kinds of old systems, all kinds of accessories, headsets, you know, all that good stuff. Some Wavebirds in there. Gray GameCube controller for the Panasonic deal in there. Old stuff, really old stuff, Saturn, Super Nintendo. Moving on from that, we have the speakers I used to mix my last album. Go check that out. But more importantly here in this armoire, as it were, we have handfuls of special editions. We have a bunch of different Calvin and Hobbes books. And most importantly in this whole thing, we have a copy of Earthbound, as well as obviously these little Earthbound toys here, and you know, that guy from Devil Summoner 2. But moving on from the cabinet itself and into the two bottom drawers is where the more important stuff lies. All of my DS games, bunch of special editions here. You can see all the Ys stuff, Persona, Perfect Dark for N64 box, you know, all that good stuff. The Sega CD game, Jurassic Park, you know, all that kind of stuff I just kind of throw in here because honestly, I don't have room for it. And then in the bottom drawer, oh hey, some wrestling games. More importantly, I got my original Game Boy, I got my original DS, I got a Neo Geo Pocket Color in here just hanging out. A bunch of chargers, a bunch of cables. It is just, you know, kind of organized chaos. Game Boy camera, just, you know, weird shit. My N64 games, and this original Game & Watch Donkey Kong that hasn't had batteries in forever. Moving on from the miscellaneous drawers, we're going to head to where all the games live. That's right, it's the closet where all the games are hanging out. We've got PS2, we got original Xbox, we got GameCube, we got the Wii, got Xbox 360, got the Wii U, PS3, PS4, one lonely Xbox One game, and my PSP, Vita, and 3DS, and Domo. Top of the closet is where my hats live, and also things like my HD DVD player for the 360, and an old DVD player, and a Beatmania controller, and a stuffed Harrow from Gundam, and, you know, Atari boxes, and just random bullshit up there. If you are serious about getting rid of dust, and you're tired of buying canned air, this bad boy right here, man, let me tell you, this thing is a beast and will get rid of all your dust problems, and you will never have to buy canned air ever again. It's like 50 bucks. Highly recommended. It's awesome. If you've ever wondered how I transport my consoles to Grimm's house, I still have all the original boxes. Starting off with the retro consoles, we have an Atari 2600 with the wood grain, the Sears model, all that good shit, given to me by a fan of mine a couple of years back. And it is in working condition, which is phenomenal. We've got a Sega Saturn with the Action Replay, which has the extra RAM and extra storage space. I used to have two Saturns. I sold the white one and made a pretty good profit on that. Original launch model Nintendo Wii with some memory cards and wires and shit. We have the Sega Dreamcast that I got on clearance for pretty cheap at some point. Didn't have it originally. We have the Sony PS1 5-inch LCD that I bought on clearance for like $20 when I used to work at Toys R Us years and years ago. We have a PS2, which is the fat model PS2 with the expansion bay that has the hard drive in there and the modem. Got a PS1 here to see it has the I/O port and the plug mod chip. This is an older model PS1. Obviously, memory cards everywhere. Need them. My launch model N64 that I bought on launch day from KB Toys when they still had KB Toys. My Panasonic GameCube, which is probably the most valuable thing in this room, more or less. There is a rubber washer that controls the drive tray that apparently dries out and gets bad and it won't come out anymore. And I haven't turned it on in quite some time, so I might need to do that at some point and open it up and attempt to fix that. But that has a switch there you can see to change the region from US to Japan, so it is region free for those games and for DVDs. It's a fantastic piece of hardware that I, almost never use these days, but it's great. Original Xbox with the executor mod chip, all that good stuff. At some point I need to replace this hard drive and get a new hard drive in there. And obviously my Super Nintendo that I bought off of eBay for like $40 like 8-9 years ago, and the only parts that are yellowing are just the controller ports. Everything else I made sure to get nice gray because this plastic oxidizes at some point. So all this stuff here goes into my CRT TV, and all that goes through this JVC deal and this little GameStop deal that handles all the different inputs. I don't ever have to unplug anything, which is a big point of contention with me. Also, my piggy bank from my first birthday. It's a very important part of the room, ties it all in together. But here we go, dinosaurs from the Jurassic World limited edition. Got my Sony 24-inch 3D LCD monitor that I got from Best Buy on clearance for like $100 on a Black Friday 3 years ago. Still kicking. It is still doing the damn thing and waiting for me to turn on and play some fucking Street Fighter V. So the new thing in this room here, I'm gonna back up. The new thing here is the lighting. The lighting is the new thing, and if you don't know what that does, I'm gonna go plug it in here. And that is how you get nice, even lighting for your picture-in-picture window, and you can show off your dumb face, and it'll look pretty good no matter what time of day it is. Those cost about $70 on Amazon for the pair. Moving on, we got the Hauppauge HD PVR2. This is where all the capture stuff happens. This is the most important part of this whole fucking setup, because that is how I get my consoles and mobile capture stuff happening. We got my Amiibo and dinosaur collection going on here. My Earthbound guys, a Viewmaster, the PS4 camera, just DVDs, Blu-rays, HD DVDs, Jurassic Park, all that good stuff. Some old arcade sticks down there, Soul Calibur 2, DOA 4. Pair of Sennheiser headphones, and then my main 4 consoles here. Obviously, we have the Wii U. We have the fat model PS3 that has the backwards compatibility with the PS2 games. Still, it still works. It hasn't died. I'm shocked. I bought that thing in like 2008, and it is still going strong. Goddamn. We have an Asus router here, which has a custom firmware. My PS4 launch model, although not my actual launch model because I had to get it replaced that first week. Xbox 360 Slim, which is my third or fourth Xbox 360, and this one seems to be the one that's actually going to be in it for the long haul, thank God. And my Xbox One, which was the most recent console purchase. We got some audio foam here for blocking out audio stuff. My S3 for picking up my picture-in-picture stuff. Just random crap just floating around. More controllers in there. And then we got my computer, which is really old and needs an update, and my Logitech speakers and extra hard drives and power supplies and all that good shit. Main monitor is 24 inches and secondary monitor is 19 inches, but also a 19-inch CRT, and there's my giant box of studio foam. I did hang up a blanket here to try to reduce the echo in this room. I don't know how effective that's actually been. And I've got my laptop, which is how I record things on the go when I'm out recording and I'm not at home. So that's a pretty basic tour of all the major electronics and gear I have crammed into this little tiny room. Obviously, all kinds of cool shit I couldn't get to because that video would be like 3 hours long, but I hope that I pretty much gave you the gist of it. So until then, until next time, this has been Attack Slug. This has been all of my stuff. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.